Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Chamber.
And I'm Mary Philippi, Executive Director for United Way of Ottertail and Wadena Counties.
Mary, it's the holiday season.
Yay!
The City of Fergus Falls, the fire department, is going to be putting up the lights downtown Fergus Falls. So all of those fun things are happening. Of course, Thanksgiving right around the corner. And, well, the holidays are about here. But we're going to start planning for next year already, too.
I know. We are on board for our first event of January. Friends of Friends Fighting Hunger. This is our 12th year already.
12 years
We're
already?
still fighting hunger.
Well, there's more people.
And it
more
doesn't
kids.
end. You know, we always have families who are struggling a little bit. And one of our biggest projects with the Friends of Friends Fighting Hunger is our Children's Weekend Feeding Backpack Program. And in Ottertail County right now, we have 515 children who are utilizing that program. And right here in Fergus Falls, we have 164.
And we should talk a little bit, Mary, about what that program is. I know I've seen a number of volunteers and maybe some Boy Scouts at Service Food this past week where they were collecting items. Tell us a little bit more about that program.
Sure. We have lots of volunteers who come into our office every week to fill bags of food for children in need. So through our schools, all of them, including the New Lakes Country Service Academy, we have kids who are identified by a teacher or a counselor who might be in need of food for the weekend. They either come into school on Monday and they're hungry, maybe they're lethargic, maybe they just say they're really hungry.
Yep.
And so we do this fundraiser, and we get a lot of private donations as well, because this just doesn't raise enough money to support it, but we make sure we have volunteers come in and fill those bags, and we have volunteers who bring them to each of the schools and deliver them. And in Cleveland, they actually put them in the lockers, but the secretaries take care of them the rest of the way. But I don't know who those children are.
Right.
Only the administrative folks at the school know who they are. So.
Right, and it's all different things that the kids can prepare and take care of themselves.
Yes, it's easily prepared by the children. We order our food directly from North Country Food Bank, which is the food provider for all of our food shelves in the region. And so we order them. They are $3.75 a bag. And so that provides enough food for the entire weekend. So they get 2 types of different pastas, 2 shelf-safe milks, cereal bars, fruit, maybe a fruit roll-up type thing, a snack. So it's enough to last for the weekend. So when they come back to school on Monday, we know that children who are hungry is hard to learn. It's hard to learn. It's hard to participate in FIED. It's hard to be motivated when you're hungry, because that's what you're thinking about.
Sure. And so this fundraiser is going to raise money to buy those.
Yes. So
this
fundraising event, it is our 12th year. It provides funding to all of our food shelves in Ottertail County and the Children's Weekend Feeding Backpack Program for 6 schools.
Fantastic. Well, it's a great program. Tickets are available.
Yes, you can visit our website at uwotw.org. The tickets are still $50. They've been $50 every year. We've sold out almost every year for this event, which has been wonderful, and so thankful to all the donors who give to the silent and live auction, who buy tickets, who buy a table. We have people who attend from all over Ottertail and Wadena counties, and from Fargo.
It's a fantastic fundraiser coming up, so mark that on your calendar. And again, we always want to provide you with information about programs that exist in our community, as well as activities and events that you can participate in. And we've got a whole slew of guests that are going to be joining us on our show today to talk about some different initiatives, as well as programs and events that are coming up. And of course, we invite you to check out the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com to find out more about many of our great partners and our members, like United Way of Ottertail and Wadena counties, and check out our events calendar to find out details about some of the fun things that are going on. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
The comfort and safety of your home is what matters most. Here at Park Region and Ottertail Telecom, we want to help you have peace of mind wherever you are with Nest Home products. From an alarm system to the learning thermostat to security cameras and even the Nest Protect, your home can be more than just 4 walls and a roof over your head. Come into our offices to learn more and get a first-hand demonstration of the family of Nest security products. We're here to serve you beyond the connection as your local Nest Pro installers.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined by our local historian, Chris Schulke. Chris,
Thank you for having me, Lisa.
Glad to have you here, and I think people have been flocking to the museum because it's that time of year. We're talking turkey.
We are talking turkey with our Flock to the Museum event, and it's not only, of course, we have a bake sale, we have talks. Local people come and talk about chocolate and terroir chocolates.
Yes.
Lefse,
All those great heritage
paint
things.
by number. Lori Jenin
I
is
know, that's
now,
just so
this is
interesting.
becoming a thing that's coming back. So Lori Jenin and paint by numbers, that's making a resurgence. So, and we also have a lot of great gift shop deals.
And that's one thing too that I think people don't always think about the museum when it comes to shopping until, you can't miss it. You walk in and this fantastic gift store, especially when you're thinking about, ooh, what am I going to get for, fill in the blank, somebody
Right.
that's tough to buy for.
Correct.
You have great things.
Yeah, and we get a lot of people who don't know what to buy for people, especially but they
Right. They
don't
have
want any
everything.
more stuff.
Right.
So
but this
you know
really
what?
isn't stuff. This is like
Books.
interesting things that
Yes.
that are, they're interactive because you read them.
So these are all all the books that we have here on the table are all books published by the Otter Tail County Historical Society. So we chose Otter Tail County. Photos by Oxley, the Cyclone. Oh yes, see, we're still on the 100th anniversary
We're
of the
still.
Cyclone. And so Lance Johnson's book is available. We redid that this year. We have The State Welcomes You, about the state hospital. And just new.
newest, hot off the press.
Hot off the press is Tom Hinchin's Golden Memories of Fergus Falls from the 1940s and 50s. And Tom, this book is just flying off the shelf. So
Good.
don't worry, we have plenty. And all the proceeds benefit the Historical Society.
Which
But
is
Tom has
fantastic.
done a great job. It's very nostalgic. He talks about, of course, Tom's a sports guy, so baseball, and he talks about the time Elgin Baylor. Some of your older audience will know who Elgin Baylor was from the old Minneapolis Lakers.
Tell us more.
They toured. After the season, NBA stars actually would tour around the country. And so the Minneapolis Lakers toured Minnesota, made a stop in Fergus Falls, played the Fergus Falls All-Star team.
Cool.
All-Star team got slaughtered, of course, but Elgin Baylor, one of the great all-time NBA basketball players, was here in Fergus Falls, and Tom talks about that. And just many other, the old grocery stores, neighborhood grocery stores, the Fergus Falls Red Sox, there's just, he could go on and on. And so Tom is,
He's
I
captured
really,
it all in this great book.
he has, and I would recommend, it's a great book, Town Memory Lane. And a lot of local history books, and we have our Otter letter openers, we have maple syrup from Jake's Syrups in Fergus. So if you're looking for kind of an unusual local gift, I think stop by the museum.
And these are fabulous because, like you said, they're for folks that they don't really need a new coffee maker
No.
or anything like that. But these are things that you can show that you're really thoughtful.
Right.
And again, it's like, oh well, I didn't know these things.
No,
And great information and photos by Oxley. That's one of my favorite books. I love flipping through
yeah,
the pages of those photos.
this is a book that we did several years ago, and we
That's my
acquired-
kind of book because there's not a lot of reading.
It's a coffee table book. We acquired the remainder of the commercial collection of photographer W.T. Oxley a number of years ago, and did this book on photos by Oxley. What a wonderful photographer, and just
It's
many
amazing.
Yeah, photos
a great
of
coffee table
buildings.
book.
We go by eras. It's a coffee table book. We have limited text because the photographs speak for themselves.
They do. They tell the story.
So you don't have to read. But it's, yes, a wonderful, great book. So please stop by and shop locally and
Come to the museum.
Stop at
And
the
you guys
museum.
are on the Shop, Drop, and Win. So as a chamber member, when you stop at the museum and you come and see us at the chamber office, you get 2 entries
That
just for
is
coming to the museum.
awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
And I want to remind people, we're in our final weeks, December 13th. This is the final day of our Cyclone exhibit.
So you got to get in before
In
that goes,
before
before it
December
blows away.
13th. Then it goes
Whoosh.
down, and we start in on our new exhibit next year, which will be it's the 100th anniversary of the Fergus Falls Fish and Game Club.
Wow.
So it's a history of conservation. We're really looking forward to that. We do a lot of interesting things.
You guys do.
So,
you really do. If you haven't been to the museum in the last month or so, now's a good time to
Now's
get
the
there.
time.
Well, Chris, thanks so much for joining
Thank
us on
you,
the
Lisa.
show today.
Yes,
We'll be back after a little break.
No matter how you connect, Park Region Telephone and Ottertail Telecom delivers fast, reliable internet and secure, powerful Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to smart Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Park Region Telephone and Ottertail Telecom to upgrade today.
Well, welcome back to the show. Jill Amundsen with West Central Initiative is joining us today. And Jill, I just got to give you another thank you for all the help that you did with Shop, Move, and Groove this summer since we've been talking about shopping.
That was so fun.
Wasn't that a fun day? We were talking about that at another meeting earlier this week, and just the kiddos out having a good time and all those kind of things. So you play a variety of different roles. Your daytime gig being a planner at West Central Initiative.
Yeah.
But you're involved in a lot of different things, and one of those things is on our Complete Count Census Committee.
Yes, and there are 3 really important things people need to know about the census.
Yeah, because that's like right around the corner.
It feels like far away since it's April 1st, but it's actually, there are things we need to be doing right now to get ready for the census. But there are 3 things, if you're not familiar with the census, that you really need to know, and that is, it's about money, it's about representation, and it's about Wisconsin.
Really? Okay.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Right?
So how are we getting to Wisconsin?
So, Minnesota.
We're not bringing up the Packers. Just don't even go there.
Well, it's kind of a rivalry.
But
So
for
Minnesota
sure.
is actually second in response rates for the census, and we're being beat out by Wisconsin.
Oh my gosh, we cannot let that happen.
It's not allowed.
No, no way. Nope. We've been beaten by Wisconsin too many times. They have way more cheese than we do. Probably more beer, but we're trying to fix that too. So, but now we need to have a great response rate.
That's right, because it's very vital to our communities and to the growth of our communities that everyone that lives in our counties or calls Minnesota home is counted.
Right, and that's why we've been talking about everyone counts. You know, we need to make sure that we count everyone, so that we can beat Wisconsin.
Right?
I do not want to be number 2 to Wisconsin.
No
Do
one
you?
likes being number
Does anybody?
2.
No, nobody remembers number 2. So we want to be number 1, and then it's not being number 1 in the number of people; it's the number of responses.
Correct. So every person that is counted in Minnesota brings an approximate $28,000 back to Minnesota. So
Wow.
$2,800 is the new estimate per person per year of how the federal funds get redistributed to Minnesota. So
Sure.
it's about $650 billion plus every year that the federal government reallocates to state and county projects. And it's estimated that your filling out the form brings that $28,000 back to Minnesota for roads and schools and all the things we find extremely important.
Right, and expensive, and more expensive every year too. So just think about that when you get that census form, or if somebody knocks on your door, that's like a $28,000 form that you're filling out, or conversation with the census taker. So, you know, just think of them as money showing up at your door. Because like you said, okay, so the 3 things again are
Money, representation,
and
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. That's all people need to know. So
Yes.
we need money at the state. We need representation, meaning
do.
at the federal government, they start
Congressional
redistricting and all those kind of things, and we don't want to lose
We are on
representation.
the cusp.
I know.
So the estimate is that we may or may not keep our 8th congressional district. So we want to make sure that everyone who, again, calls Minnesota home, even if you winter somewhere else,
Right,
if you call it home, then you want to fill out your census form for Minnesota so we can keep our 8th district.
definitely. So we want everyone to pay attention to those things. Those are pretty important things.
And I would say if
Money,
anyone's-
representation, and Wisconsin.
Yes, and if anyone is looking for more ways to contribute, if you have 5 hours or more to give a week, you can be a census employee. And you can be volunteering and get paid to do so, to be either an address checker or an enumerator, or one of those jobs that is just necessary to getting the complete count.
Right.
And it's easy to do, census.gov/jobs, and you hop on and do a quick application online. And again, if you have 5 hours or more per week to give, you can be a census taker.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Jill, for joining us on the show today. Lots of opportunities. Remember those 3 things.
Money,
representation, and Wisconsin. All right. Well, thanks for joining us on the show today, Jill.
Thank you.
You bet. We'll be back after a little break.
There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service. and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. Home phone from Park Region Telephone and Ottertail Telcom helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. It's a very festive and fun time of the year. And well, first of all, this is our part of the team from LB Homes. We have Poe and Nevermore here. These are our winners from the Taste of Fergus Falls for the most creative presentation. Don Mallerud and Missy Clemene. So glad you guys are here today. LB Homes, first time showing at the Taste of Fergus Falls, and people thought, really, LB Homes? And then they tried the food and saw the great display, and they were like, oh, yeah. So let's call LB Homes home, right? It's all about the food.
Excellent. The food is
Absolutely.
often excellent, and the coffee is even better. You know, if you come over, you're always welcome to enjoy some of our hospitality. Get a hold of Missy or myself, and we welcome guests on campus all the time. Call ahead if you want the great treatment, but we'd love to show you around the
Right.
facilities. And we've got coffee and hot chocolate for guests and staff free of charge, so we just welcome to
Nice.
come by the machine. It comes in 3 flavors.
Okay.
Well, actually 4, because there's a decaf, there's a mild, there's a medium, and there's a flavor that comes out of the dispenser that I don't even want to touch.
How do you spell that?
You know, I tried to figure it out when I was writing the script, and I just couldn't. I just put special effect in there.
Yeah.
So and then there's hot chocolate and sugar-free and regular, and get some marshmallows hiding around, a little whipped cream every once in a while. So hospitality is always.
It's really
there.
what you guys are all about too, and this is the time of year when we start, you know, of course, thinking about the food and the family gatherings and the get-togethers and things like that. And truly, at LB Homes, you guys have put together a great family there.
Yeah, we're having a really good time. The food is just one part of it. The community is another part of it. The convenience, I think, is the biggest aspect when you look at the advantages of living in one of our facilities or working with
Right.
our home care or other thing. The aspects of having a cafe right in the basement that packs lunches and suppers. Or if you want to go down and have a hot breakfast or a hot lunch, it's on site, and there's not a lot of places that have that type of thing. The fact that we've got the hot beverages and the open pantry policy, laundry, housekeeping, and those kinds of things. Underground parking, you know, give us a call, we'll show you around and have a really good time. I think community is another part of it in that we have a lot of special events that are brought into us. So
Right.
folks don't have to go out in seek of entertainment. December 7th, the Over the River Festival is coming, and we are very excited to have the Prairie Grace Vocals group come in. This is
Fantastic.
it's a group of young ladies, grades 7 through 12, led by Jennifer Stans, and they're going to be singing some contemporary Christian music. It'll be a lot of fun. We invite folks to come in. This is open to the public, so we want you to attend. 10 a.m. on December 7th. That is part of the Over the River Festival.
And that's really, you know, a great time to have it too, because it's before, like, so many of the downtown activities really get started. So it's a great way to start that morning.
Yeah,
too.
use it as a springboard. Make a whole day of it. Come down for the Santa visits, the live reindeer, the bonfires, the tastings, the food, the crafts. There's so much going on that after 10 a.m., after you come to our concert, you go out and have a full day of activities. And while you're out having fun, we're going to be in the kitchen getting some special hot chocolate ready. We're going to have 20 gallons of hot chocolate, Lisa, just before the fireworks down in front of the George B. Wright statue.
Oh, fantastic.
So if you come down, we got a nice cup. We're going to fill it with hot chocolate, whipped cream, and some green sprinkles, you know, the LB Home green. And we're going to hopefully have a presence down there. You're going to have 320 cups. So get there early if you want to have some, but we're going to be putting out the hospitality until the fireworks are done, and then we're going to pack up and go home like everybody else. But what a fun day it's going to be.
And you'll start the Over the River Festival with the concert. And LB Homes has so many different properties in our community. Where are we going to be at for the concert at 10 a.m.?
We'll be at the Light and Life Auditorium, which is part of our LB Homes Brone complex. It's
Yes.
connected by hallways to the Sheridan House and the Alcott Manor, which allow all of those residents to intermingle as a part of the community.
And it's a great facility. The Light and Life Auditorium is fabulous.
Yeah, and it's set up for wheelchairs, so if you have a person who in your family may have a handicap or other type of thing, we have opportunities for them to get in through the doors with automatic openers. We have people to come help get them inside. Of course, there will be hospitality and refreshments, so we want everybody to come early and stay late. Well, not too late. We want them to go downtown after that, do a little holiday shopping and have that kind of fun. And while you're there, if you're interested in taking a look at our facilities, Brone Home, Alcott Manor, Sheridan House. I'd even take people up to Woodland Manor. We have just a couple rooms left in each one of those facilities.
Sure.
Sheridan House would be our independent living option. Alcott Manor Assisted Living, Brown Home Full Nursing Home Services, and Woodland Lodge has a aging in place continuum where you can move in totally independent and stay throughout the entire stay if you want to go that way.
And you guys have such a breadth of services too. Like you said, everything from the different independent to full care living situations to the hospice and home care too. And Missy, talk a little bit about it being, it's that month. It's that month.
It is. November is National Home Care and Hospice Month. And so I have been around super busy this month getting the word out. We always love to say our appreciation to our nurses and staff who take such great care of our patients and our residents. But also it's a great time to bring awareness to what's available in our community.
Sure.
You know, Dawn works a lot with our in-house communities, and I work more so with people who are staying in their own house.
Right, because there have been such advancements made in that people can stay in their homes longer.
Absolutely. And especially with our home care, we have our in-house or remote patient monitoring is what we call it, but really what it is vital sign monitoring. And along with that, it really has helped keep people in their homes.
Safely too.
Safely, yes. Unfortunately, in the state of Minnesota, probably, actually it's just over 50% of people who were recommended to have home care when they left the hospital actually do have home care.
Oh, okay.
So we have a huge gap there where people just, they want to try it on their own. You know, all of us
I would imagine
Norwegians up here.
A little stoic.
Yes.
I would imagine that folks recover better when they have home care, and even if it's just for that short amount of recovery time.
They do. It makes a huge difference with the return to hospital rate if they do have some in-home care, and especially with our monitoring in the home too. It's something that the patients do themselves. You know, the nurses can only be there once in a while, and it's like what happens the rest of the time. And so as they're taking their blood pressure, their oxygen, their heart rate, even a scale, we can detect those minor changes before they become major changes. And so we have one nurse that's dedicated to watching all that information, and our on-call nurses also field some of the calls during the weekend. And so we are constantly keeping tabs on those people, and we have reduced our return to hospital rate dramatically because of that. So
that's fantastic. And through, of course, LB Homes, you guys have that continuum of services that, you know, as Don, as we started talking about family and get-togethers and the food and things like that. It's okay to have those conversations and to start those conversations, and you know, what a great opportunity to come and you know, walk in the door if you haven't been there for a while to catch the concert on December 7th at the Light and Life Auditoriums as part of Roan Home. So
each one of these facilities has their own personality, and I'll mention Mill Street, I'll mention Pioneer, I'll mention the Veterans Home. All of these facilities, I call
great caregiving.
I call it complementation. We compete against each other. And we
wait! I want to hear that word again.
Complementation.
Complementation. I like it.
We elevate the level of care for everybody because we compete against each other.
Definitely.
But each one has their own personality, and we are not always the right match.
Right.
However, there is only one way to find out if this place is the right match, and that's to come in and have a look around, get to know the people, talk to the folks that work there, help out with the residents. We always need volunteers, and Titus Christensen would be glad to hear from you if you're interested in coming to some of the other activities that we have. I mean, one of the benefits of being a volunteer is that you get to come and see the choirs and the things that are maybe items for our own residents and that are not open to the public. We've got the Veterans Choir coming in. We've got Chris Schulke, who was on earlier in this show, coming in to take the residents on a trip on the Wayback Machine to talk about traditions of Christmas past. Lots and lots of things for Christmas, different activities, and of course our regular weekly activities as well. So we always look for people to come in and help out, and by that internal view you can find out if this might be the right place for you. And the words that I have for folks is know where you want to go before you have to go there. Everybody seems to be in denial, and they just say, well, I don't want to go anywhere, but when you have to go, you don't want to make that decision in an emergency room bed. Come see our facility. Come talk to our people. Visit with our residents. Partake in our activities. We'd love to see you on campus and be part of that activity on the 7th, either at the choir presentation or at the hot chocolate thing afterwards at Wright Park.
What a fun way to get to know what the offerings are too.
Well, and piggybacking off what Don said too, we have so many great facilities. We're really
Great.
blessed to have those in our area. But the one thing that I love about working with LB Homes is that we have the whole continuum. So we can follow people from, if after a hospitalization they
Might
need
be a
short stay.
Right.
And then they go home and we can follow with home care. And then as they continue to need care, they can come back into independent or assisted
Right.
living. And once you're kind of in the family, we take good care of you.
Right.
And, we will
People know
take care
you.
of you
Right.
from independent all the way to the end of life. So
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I love about working with LB Homes.
And a great team there too, and you guys are
Yes.
just a little representation of the great team of folks that are really, caregivers at heart. So we appreciate all that you guys are doing in the community and for the community too. And we invite folks to get in touch with you and get a tour, come on out, come to the concert, and come enjoy some hot chocolate or some coffee. I can't do, wait, will you do that again, please? Okay, yeah, that's my kind of coffee. So again, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thanks,
too.
Lisa.
You bet. We'll be back after a little break.
The comfort and safety of your home is what matters most. Here at Park Region and Otter Tail Telecom, we want to help you have peace of mind wherever you are with Nest Home products. From an alarm system to the learning thermostat to security cameras and even the Nest Protect, your home can be more than just four walls and a roof over your head. Come into our offices to learn more and get a first-hand demonstration of the family of Nest security products. We're here to serve you beyond the connection as your local Nest Pro installers.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. We are here with our chief sponsor, host of the show, Dave Pawlowski with Otter Tail Telecom, Park Region Telephone. You guys make this all happen, so thank you.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me.
Yeah, and technology is such a big part of everyone's lives, and it's constantly changing. And you guys are always looking for the next thing to take care of your customers. And not too long ago, you launched a new program, Tech at Home. And I bet if you're a Park Region subscriber, you got the email, but did you read it? Did you follow the directions? That's the real question. And why should you?
And
So
why
let's talk about Tech at Home.
Let's talk about it. So, Christmas is coming, and many people will be receiving tech gifts,
Yes.
including in our household.
Yeah.
Right? And so with that comes, oftentimes there are a lot of questions and support issues. So we found a partner that we partnered with to provide support in the home. And this includes not only potential for telephone helps, but also software that would reside on machines in your home, like mobile phones, tablets, and computers that provide antivirus protection.
Nice.
We provide storage in the cloud, 50 gigabits of storage, unlike some
Wow.
that only give you a gig. It's all free. And then of course
To your customers.
To our customers. If you are an
Wow.
internet subscriber with an email account, it's free. And it's likely that you've received an email.
Right, and it might be even more likely that you didn't really do much with that email.
Didn't read it, activate the account. And if you're uncomfortable doing so, pick up the phone, stop
Yep.
in the office, and customer service will help you do that.
And it's a real deal. So if you've received an email, when you've received that email from Park Region, and they're talking about the Tech at Home, it's not a scam, and it asks you to activate an account, and it's super easy to do. I did
very
it myself.
easy.
It took I think 14 seconds.
The thing I like most about the service is it includes something called Password Genie. So I have a spreadsheet with about 200 passwords on it, and they're all unique.
Yep.
Like you're supposed to, passwords or passphrases. And in this way, I only have to remember one, and that's to get into Password Genie, because Password Genie remembers all your passwords for you.
And very securely as well.
It's
too,
all
so.
encrypted, it's very secure, and really convenient.
Well, and that's one of the big things with the technology. As you mentioned, through the holiday season, more gifts are being purchased when it comes to technology, and things like that are changing. And so you want to make sure that you're keeping your information, your data, everything safe and secure, and you guys are leading the way on that.
We're trying hard.
Yeah. So we encourage folks to set up their Tech at Home account, and from there, we want to shift a little bit because, like I said, with technology, there's all these little devices
Yeah.
here that people have, and this is kind of a big deal because there's so many different ways to get content, to get video now, and you guys are really on the forefront of those things too. Certainly not getting passed by. It's like, okay, what do our customers want? Let's talk about what's streaming with Otter Tail Telecom.
We're going to transition from the traditional way to deliver, and I'll use my fingers, cable TV services. And over the coming year, 2020, The service that we currently provide is going to be, it'll sunset at the end of next year.
Okay.
So over the coming year, we're going to transition people to our new streaming service, very Netflix-like. No more set-top boxes, none of that.
Nothing,
It
no
provides-
box to dust.
Nope. Phones, tablets again are supported,
Yeah.
right? As well as televisions. And all you need is a Fire Stick. And if you're a subscriber to our service and you have 3 set-top boxes in your home, we're going to give you 3 Fire Sticks.
Wow.
They're yours. They belong to you.
That's fantastic.
All you have to do is bring in your old set-top boxes. We will provide these. And if you need assistance, we have people that will help you set them up. Or if you're a self-installer, that's great. You can go home and set it up. You need to have wireless connectivity in your home. We would really prefer you have our wireless routers because that way it affords us the best opportunity to support the service.
Right.
If
And
you
it
have-
does
if-
make a difference.
It does make a difference, and our guys will optimally locate those routers in your home, and if necessary, install extenders so you truly do have the best possible experience.
And at our house, we recently switched from what I considered disposable routers because we were replacing them about
Yeah.
every year, and now have a router with your service, and it's way more dependable, and it's
Yeah.
better, just better quality.
It's the
better
latest
service.
technology. We own it, we support it, we replace it if they fail, or as technology changes, we replace it. We actually have another really beefy router, a new one, and we'll save that for another time. That's another program that's coming. But the Fire TV, it's supported by Apple TV and Amazon Fire Sticks. The Fire Cubes, we have actually a list of supported products. It's pretty much all of them. That'll be coming shortly after the first of the year. So
Wow.
we're in beta test right now. There's a couple little kinks we have to work out, but otherwise it looks good. Everything is HD.
Fantastic.
Every channel that we receive is in HD. It includes, everybody gets DVR. There's no more fees for any of that. And then also includes replay and restart, which is really nice. So many of the programmers by contract will allow us to look back 3 days and start a program over.
So if
Some
you
won't
missed
allow-
it and didn't record it or didn't
Right.
DVR it,
Or-
you can still go back.
Exactly. Or if you walk in
Nice.
late to a program, you can restart it from the beginning,
Even if you didn't have your set on.
even if you didn't have it on.
Nice.
So it's very convenient. It's a wonderful way to watch TV. Long gone will be the days of cable TV, and it'll become streaming TV provided by, and it'll be called PRTV Now.
Perfect.
So it's available on demand.
And that'll be here before we know it too.
Yep. Took the opportunity to redo the channel map, the channel lineup, making it much more convenient. So channels by genre will all be commingled. As you add tiers of service, they'll just all follow in order, making it much easier to surf or
I
get to
still
the
do.
channel you really want to watch
Right.
by genre. So kids, all of their programming is in one block. Sports is all kind of in one block.
Nice.
We tried to do what we could to
Well.
make it easier and more convenient for people.
Very user friendly. And of course, you guys have the tech support and the great customer service here that goes along with it too, that you aren't going to get other places.
Yeah, we work hard to provide
Absolutely do.
service to our customers.
Yeah. So, and of course, with it being the holidays, people are giving technology gifts. You guys may be a part of the Over the River Festival with some different things, so you'll have to check out Facebook for that. We're not going to spill the beans on that one.
No.
But check out the Over the River on Facebook to find out how Park Region is getting involved in that. And of course, I just want to say thank you too for having a great season of the movies in the park throughout the summer. That is thanks to our customers here at Otter Tail Telecom and to you guys for putting that on throughout the region throughout the summer. It's fun to look forward to summer.
It is. And one more thing about the upcoming season, we're having a customer appreciation event in both offices on December 11th. So please stop in. We'll have some treats, some hot drinks, and some giveaways.
It might be a good time to ask some questions about this kind of thing too.
It
so
would be.
We got a great staff here to help people out with that too.
Well,
So
thank you, Lisa.
thanks, Dave, for all that you guys are doing for the Fergus Falls area. We certainly appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be back after a little break.
Customer service. When you need it, it matters. We're your local source for high-quality broadband services with a friendly, knowledgeable customer support team. Need help? Get answers. On the phone or at your home, these are dedicated professionals from your community who care about delivering exceptional service. Park Region Telephone and Otter Tail Telecom, it's all here.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. And of course, with the holidays this time of year, a lot of times people think, oh, you know, I'm going to shop online. Well, don't think that. So don't even do that. Put your mouse away. Shop locally, and through the chamber, we're doing our promotion again this year. A little incentive for folks to shop, drop, and win, or stay at home, shop at home for the holidays. So last year we were able to track over $150,000 that stayed in Fergus
wonderful.
Falls. And that's just numbers that we tracked through Shop, Drop, and Win. So how it works, Mary, is that you shop in Fergus Falls. Could be anywhere in Fergus Falls. Could be Service Food. Could be the liquor store. Could be Walgreens. It could be Victor and Lundin Company, the market. You name it. We've got hundreds of places for people to shop.
And you don't have to shop at a chamber member?
You don't have to, but you know what? If
That's
you do,
great.
you get 2 entries. You get a
Oh.
bonus entry if you shop at a chamber member. You get a bonus entry if you shop on Small Business Saturday. You get a bonus entry if you shop on the Over the River Festival Day. So lots of ways for folks to register. All you do is you bring in your receipts to the chamber office. You show us your receipts. We give you an entry form. You sign up, and we're going to give away $500 in Fergus bucks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and all that money goes, all the $500 goes right back into our community. We're going to have drawings on December 9th. December 2nd will be the first one, December 9th, and December 16th. So we'll have 3 winners. Once you register, your name stays in our big box for all of the drawings. And again, if you don't make a purchase, you can still stop in the chamber office to register. So there's truly no purchase necessary, but you do get some bonus entries for shopping locally too. So we encourage folks to shop at home for the holidays. And you know, when our businesses are strong, good things happen in our community. We were just talking to our live studio audience about the local option sales tax that's being collected right now in Fergus Falls, which is tracking ahead of last year.
That's fantastic.
And that local option sales tax right now is paying for our fabulous Fergus Falls Public Library. So when people do invest in our community and shop at home for the holidays, great things happen, makes our community more successful.
And
with
vibrant.
that, it also rolls into our nonprofits. And Mary,
Yes.
you've got some great news to share about your campaign.
Yes, we've already hit the halfway mark for United Way of Otter Tail and Wadena counties. We are over $40,000 ahead of where we were at this time last year, so
Which is
that's pretty
fantastic.
exciting. It means a lot of businesses are giving earlier and at a higher level, so we're very thankful to everyone who's given to United Way campaign. But we have a long ways to go. We're halfway there. Our goal this year is $420,000, and we support over 40 programs and initiatives that improve lives locally. So 1 in 3 people use a program of United Way. So when you think of what are those programs locally, so it's our food shelves. It helps us to do events like the Feeding Backpack program
Right.
and Friends of Friends Fighting Hunger. It's the school supply program, where last year we had over 850 children utilizing the school supply program. Oral health kits for kids. 3 programs from Salvation Army, 4 programs from Someplace Safe. We have the local food shelves and a place to belong.
So many great,
Yes.
great organizations that are making our community just a better place for so many people, and it's through the generosity of folks that make those things happen. So congratulations
Yes.
on hitting the halfway point, and we want to see a strong finish right till the end of the year.
Yes. So if you still haven't had an opportunity to give a gift, there are many ways you can give. You can stop by our office right here in Fergus Falls. You can visit our website at uwotw.com.org, and you can give us a call at 218-736-5147. So please consider a gift. It does help 1 in 3 people locally improve their lives in the area of good health, education, and financial stability.
Fantastic. Well, again, we want to thank everyone who has already given, and thanks to everyone. When you keep your business local, good things happen in our community too. So this has been Find It in Fergus Falls, and we'll see you again next week.